Bum 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 bum. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Do 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 do. Yeah, but you should be fine with a long-term hold, especially on that one. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Yeah, I'll probably get back in as well on LAC. There's just a lot of really good potential with it. LAC dropped an offering. Do 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 do. Oh, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's going to be a crazy day today, ladies and gentlemen. Crazy day. Really looking forward to what's about to drop here. Yesterday was okay. I made $5,000 yesterday. We played a DGen OTC stock. Made $1,000 off of it. So that was kind of cool. Okay, got to do my stock twits post here. Bump a bump bum, bump a bump bum, bump a bum. Inauguration day. Today is Biden's day. He gets to be president today. I know y'all are very excited. Bump, bump, bump. If you had any cash left, you would. Sound is slightly static. Really? That's odd.
I'm loading. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I
Right.
can hear you.
Sorry, I rewired my whole setup today, so
Oh,
we'll see
cool.
if it. I don't know if it sounds any better, any worse, whatever.
Sounds about the same to me.
I figured. I just because you guys know I run on a MacBook, so I was using the docking station, but now I'm going through the monitors, which actually charge the laptop too. So I'm gonna see if that works. What was happening was Thinkorswim was draining my battery faster than the docking station could charge the laptop. So
Stoby is quiet. Apparently, my audio is cucked today.
oh, is it?
Seems to be what chat is saying. I don't know what's going on though. Everything should be set up properly. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me check NVIDIA broadcast. Sometimes
I
that's
was
the
gonna say I'm not
issue.
quiet for you, am I?
No, you're not quiet for
Oh,
me
then
at
it's
all.
okay.
All right.
Holy Blackberry! Talk about the right day to get into that one.
Yeah, did BlackBerry run?
Rita and I are sitting on 22% gain right now
Yeah,
in one day.
nice, solid,
Yeah.
really solid.
And today's plays are going to be interesting. We'll see.
It's not
Uh-huh.
bad LAC news, guys. It's just yeah. When a company does an offering, it's not bad news.
It's a
I
short-term bad news. That's all.
I kind of expected that to happen. They need the funding to be able to actually build the mine, right?
Just know any stock that hasn't gone up in a while, if it goes up, probably expect an offering soon.
Yeah. Yep.
It's
Good
just
morning.
what
Good
they
morning.
do.
Good morning.
Every
Yeah.
company is doing it. They're taking advantage of run-ups while they can. What's interesting, do you see Sundial's withdrawal of their shelf offering?
No,
Only
I didn't.
to, yeah, so last night they withdrew their F1. No, F4, I think. Sorry. Their shelf offering only to reiterate a new shelf offering, which they hid in the description of the text
Yeah, but the headline will read
that they withdrew their
SNDL,
offering.
right? Which is fantastic because today's my out day. I think on SNDL.
Up 10% last night.
Yeah, I mean it's
Retraced.
69.70 right now.
Yeah, it retraced back. I didn't see it.
But into Biden, I think that we see this go. I really do. I think that it's just going to run. Um, Today's going to be quite the day, actually. I think, I mean, LAC is already back to 2350. Touched 20 for a second today.
Let's see.
All right. What do we got going on over here? Nothing over here. Trying to just see if there's anything that I really have to do. I don't really have to do anything pre-market today, guys. So I'll load up marbles here. We'll get that queued up and ready to go. There's no pre-market buys or sells that I need to do. Wednesday may actually be a bit of a boring day for me today, unless we see pot stocks or some kind of a
Hey, why are you even on? You're breaking
right.
your
Well, it's
new
inauguration.
tradition.
Yeah,
I
it's
know.
inauguration, and I mean this has been. I think it's been 4 weeks now. I think all year I've been here on Wednesdays. So
The new year, new tradition. Okay.
well, I don't know. I mean, I still usually I get cucked on Wednesdays, but last Wednesday was quite kind with the Capitol Hill riots, and we'll see what today brings. But
Yeah.
I think we had some kind of a conference. Any idea what happened with SPPI today pre-market? Did it fall or did it rise? SPPI 430. As each new day passes, the line of um, good morning, good morning, good morning. They are overdue on their FDA approval. Just gets more and more imminent, and people are just chomping at the bit for it, right? So that's kind of what's happening there. Okay, this sounds like fun. Exploding Wicked Asylum for the day. Anybody that hit play, you're not in yet because it still hasn't loaded on my side. But now you'll be able to do it. Oh, right in the ear. Okay, GXO is here to play today, we see. I'll be right back. Coffee, and then away we go. Okay?
Morning, Ginger. Okay, chat. Let's start hearing it. Um, Everybody predict the brand of coffee that millennial drinks. All right, let's hear it in chat. What does everybody think? What brand? Do you think it's Canadian? Do you think it's a boomer brand? What you guys got? So we got Tim Hortons. Oh, that's 2 for Tim. Poggers. Do you mean Fode? I can't even say it now.
You,
Folders.
you you couldn't pay me to drink Tim Hortons.
So
Yeah.
so chat's trying to figure out what brand you drink.
I couldn't tell you. I know that when my wife has the coffee budget, she's told to go ahead and get good coffee. So it's probably not a name brand. Um,
It's Luckin.
no, it's definitely not like it. It's probably not like a typical name brand coffee. It's probably like a specialty coffee brand, and
You
I
don't
don't know
even
what
know.
it.
That's
Uh,
there you go. That should have
yeah,
been one that they should have guessed that you don't even know.
yeah. No, I trust Mrs. Millennial to provide delicious coffee, and she does. So
I think I drink cheap Green Mountain, the Keurig house brand. I think.
oh yeah, we don't do Keurig here. I drink 2 pods a day. There's no Keurig.
Uh, yeah, no, I do Keurig, but we get it at like near 40 cents a pod, so it's not too bad. It's still overpriced compared to what you would pay
Yeah,
in
that's
like
definitely not cost effective for me.
no. But I drink 2 a day, so it's not horrible.
Yeah, 2 pots a day is typically what we brew here.
Yeah, no, not that much for me.
Occasionally a third if we have guests.
Oh,
I'm
don't tell me, Ginger. You don't drink coffee, do you, Ginger?
wait. Anybody know how to reset? I'm stuck in this wall and I can't get out.
Uh, don't you hit 1 to go to
One.
the first person?
There we go. Look at that.
I don't even know how to run marbles, and I knew that because I
Whole
remember
bunch of
last
people
time I
died.
got.
How big is your pot?
It's got to be the standard 8-10 cup, right?
Yeah, I think it's a 12 cup.
Yeah. Oh, I see. I see. Ginger makes cinnamon dolce.
Ooh, fancy schmancy.
Yeah. While I'm sitting
All right.
here.
4 pixels, ladies and gentlemen. 4 pixels takes the win. It's your ticker pick for the day, sir. What are we watching?
I won't lie, Ginger. I used to drink like cinnamon coffee with cinnamon vanilla creamer. So, but you're a black coffee, right, Millennial?
Yeah, I just do black. I don't do sugar and milk.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Someone who drinks that many cups a day, I would bet 9 out of 10 times, guaranteed, it's a black coffee drinker. You just can't drink that much coffee with creamer and sugar.
No, no.
I mean,
Not
you
not unless I
could.
want to be 1,000 pounds.
I was
Mochi
gonna say you
Girl,
could.
yeah, Mochi Girl. This is the TD Advanced dashboard. So if you're Canadian, this is what the TD dashboard looks like. Abez, Shamrock, 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 pot, Shamrock, 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 Shamrock. Thoughts on Vizzle? No thoughts really. I haven't done any deep diving on Vizzle. I don't know much about it. I know I've seen the name popping around. So yeah, Baba's got a nice pump. I've got my options for Baba still. So I mean, I'm
What is
okay with
Baba
watching
doing
it.
today? Oh, nice pop overnight.
Yeah, 267. Jack Ma's alive. So favorite
Oh,
weed
is that what it
stocks?
is?
My favorite weed stocks are the ones that are currently making me money. So right now, I mean, yesterday it was Fire. Today it's SNDL. ACRX, we go again. I'm not going to go near ACRX until it comes down to a level that I am comfortable with. I think it's some room to come down. Jack Ma's alive just like Tupac. I think he's more alive than Tupac. Tupac's like really dead. GME is yelling timber. Yeah, that's on the Citron meeting today. 5 reasons why you shouldn't be trading GME. Which actually might present a really nice buy the dip opportunity. Holy cow, this thing is $40. Gross. Let me
Is it maintaining 40 still? I'm all for yeah, everybody's saying BlackBerry's going insane. I'm good with that right now.
Yeah, BlackBerry's at 1340 right now. Yeah, you got to be patient with BTWN. Richard Lee, Peter Thiel. I'll wait. I'll wait as long as it takes. I'll wait because whatever it is that they do, that's gonna go to 30, 40, 50 bucks. It's just gonna be massive. For those that don't know, a lot of people think BlackBerry is a phone company. It is not a phone company. It hasn't been a phone company for a long time. It's more about AI and automated driving. Thanks, Levy. I forgot to message you. Shoot. I'll do that now.
Trades. Shit.
All right. We are going to run a prediction today. And the prediction is going to be, does the market go green or red into the inauguration speech at noon? Only 2 options, red or green. Market red or green into Biden's speech. All right, you got a minute to make your prediction, ladies and gents, while I message my lovely wife a reminder that I was supposed to send her.
Oh, I really don't like buying Netflix right now, but
Bum, bum, bum. Slam Jackson with that sweet follow. Thanks so much, man. Let me know how you found the stream and what it is you trade. Oh man, people are expecting a green day, huh? Look at that. That's a lot of channel points in there.
we'll see how this works. I got 8 orders at the open.
May the odds be ever in your favor, sir.
Yeah, right. I'm selling 4 and buying 4.
Only into the speech. Speech is at noon.
Noon Eastern, right?
Yeah. Is there another time zone? I didn't realize we operated on. Does the rest of America matter? Because I'm pretty sure the exchange is in New York.
Yeah, well.
Don't even get me started on Central Time.
Hey, don't hate on Centrals.
It was so short and delayed. Yeah, 68% for green, 32 for red. I can't reopen it. I don't think. Yeah, I can't reopen it. I have no idea how to do that. Nice, man. Nice. ETFs, REITs, it's a nice slow start. By the way, guys, if you are new to stock trading, I have put together a reading list. This is, I know you guys are going to be shocked. I've got to read to trade the market. This is a collection of books that I have read to form my own trading methodology. I don't trade quite like anybody else that I've met. There are a few guys that I come pretty close to, but if I name drop Peter Lynch, people are going to be like, "You're not Peter Lynch." But yeah, if you guys are looking for some great reading material, those are there. I trade psychology, I trade macro psychology, market trends based off of fundamental analysis. So, how are you using Sun Tzu? That's one that comes up nearly every day. Never take a fight you can't win, right? Never take a trade that won't go green. Which does speak to my win rate. There's a lot of great stuff in Sun Tzu. Not just the there's a real stoic nature to it. This idea about the art of war. That's among the books. But yeah, there's a huge understanding of how to control your own thoughts and reactions to things, which is really, really important if you're going to trade the market, having that ability. Thoughts on CRM? No thoughts up front on it. I haven't really done a deep dive on it. Tip ranks portfolio is there. I just want to make sure that it's updated for you guys right now because we did increase positions yesterday. This says I have 1,000 shares of DGLY. I don't think that's accurate. So let me update that. Yeah, no, that's inaccurate. 8,500 shares is the accurate number. What else do we have? SNDL 20,000. Is that on here? Yep, that's accurate. Okay. IPOF 1,000. BTWN I added 400. I don't know that I put, no, I didn't put that in here. So 1,400. I did DCA on this yesterday, brought it down significantly to 1,586, which is nice. The Book of Five Rings. I am always open to new suggestions for sure. I actually have a suggested read section here. So, Book of Five Rings. I'll put it on my suggested reading list. We need a new note for today, January 20th, 2021. Sentiment. All right, guys. Every single day, what is FA? Fundamental analysis. Yeah. So I don't trade. I don't trade candles and price movement. None of that. What I do trade is large groups of people and what I see them doing. I worked in digital marketing as a consultant for over a decade. I've grown very, very proficient at being able to read large groups of people and how they're going to react and move through and into things. So, do you think VISL could keep running? Damned if I know. I'd have to take a look at it. I haven't looked at it yet. I can look at it when the market opens here. We're about to open. I might get back into LAC on the dip. We'll see. I am not still in MRS. I took my gains yesterday and got out. And the market is about to open here. We're about to get the bell. So let's do that now. Watch Baba and DGLY here. Good luck, good luck, everybody. Stay green out there. If you got them trades to make, stay green. Bum, 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 bum. That last 60 seconds, it's just a. Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, there is a thought to that for sure. But the question is, like, is that dip now priced in psychologically? Do people already have that dip in place? Um, we'll see what today does for it. We'll see what today does. Um, portfolio, yeah, Baba big jump to 267. Now I've got 325 calls on Baba for February mid month, so I'm pretty sure whatever I can get off of it over the next little bit here will be all that I'm able to squeeze out of it. But we will see what we will see. We'll be watching extremely closely, guys, for any kind of civil unrest, rioting, protesting, buildings being burned to the ground, anything of that nature. Um, LAC pop, yeah. Did you see SPPI? I've heard it was going up. They still haven't received approval, as far as I know. Let's see what we can find here. Spectral. What is it? SPPI. Spectrum. Yeah, there's not really anything here. It's great that it's up 7.5%, but there's still nothing here. So I expect there to be some profit taking on SPPI out the gate. Baba's holding strong at 267. Now, where was Baba before this Jack Ma insanity? Yeah, I mean, run to 300 today on Baba? What say you all? DGLY is a tumbling. Which is kind of hilarious. So let's go over to StockTwits and see what's going down. Yeah, DGLY at 274 right now. This doesn't mean jack squat to me. It just doesn't, guys. The potential for gains on a single event going wrong today far outweigh that dip. If something goes south today, in any way, shape, or form, we see a spike like this. Yeah, the reason why I don't play music is one, I don't want to dick around with DMCA. Two, you guys can listen to your own music, whatever you want to listen to. It's there for you. SNDL. What about it? Oh yeah, look at that. It's up. How far does SNDL go today, ladies and gentlemen? How far does it go? Down 1400. That is most definitely the drop from DGLY that is doing that. Yeah, I mean it's pot stock day. We'll see. We'll see. It's too cheap. I can't give you any thoughts on that for two different reasons. One, now is a great time to drop it. Disclaimer: I am not a financial advisor in any way, shape, or form. I can't really give you guys insight into what trades you could take, how you should manage your portfolios, how you should manage your investments. I can't give you guys input on that. I'm not a financial advisor. You guys should seek out a financial advisor to make those decisions. The other thing is, I'm Canadian. We don't have a Roth versus investing in your own portfolio. Damned if I know. I'm Canadian, so I manage my own portfolio because mutual funds in Canada underperform the market typically, and that's of little to no interest to me. If you can't beat the market, I don't want you trading my portfolio because I know I can beat the market. No problem, man. The Roth is worthwhile. Again, guys, that's up to you. You guys need, honestly, to bank financial advisors. The financial advisors at a bank will sit down and have a meeting with you free of charge. Just call them. Call them and have them break down your options, go through things with you. If at the end of the day you decide you still want to manage your own portfolio, that option is always going to be available to you. Okay. So honestly, like, make the phone call, go to your local financial institution, investors group, you name it, and just ask them to give you a breakdown, and they'll break it all down for you. Roth versus 401k. Yeah, LAC did a public offering, that's right, but I'm still bullish on it. Right. And you don't have to give them your money, but you can definitely take the information, right? I'm not a fan of it, but I mean, I don't want to. I personally, guys, will always trade my own portfolio. Um, my returns kick the crap out of anything a bank could offer me. Dat Rock 2, thanks so much for following, man. Let me know how you found it and what it is you trade. Mara hit 21. Yeah. That's what I'm wrestling with, is exiting SNDL in order to get into Mara. Just not sure which of the two I like more. Thoughts on Jivo? I don't really have any thoughts. It's just another EV play, right? Hey, Sing is up 10% today. Hooray. All right. Breaking news. I want to have routers up for breaking news as it happens.
To digest this morning, Millennial, but did you see that Citron thing that they're shorting GME?
Yeah. Yeah, I saw it.
Crazy to think that they're crazy to short it right now, especially with the stimulus checks, like with how vehement Wall Street bets is about it, and like stimulus checks on the horizon, that sort of stuff. Like unless Biden pulls a fast one, I don't see their short play actually panning out very well, at least in the future, or sorry, at least in the close future.
Massive security phalanx.
I also
This
find it
is
funny how the military yesterday, all the footage from the military marching over DC and stuff, none of them had like magazines or were even locked and loaded. I mean, I know you can chamber around inside those guns, but unless they're all like single shot snipers or something like that, then they're
they're
essentially
also
speed shields.
they're also all military. They can load a clip pretty quick.
Yeah, but they have no clips at all. Like they have no magazines at all around
I
them.
am sure they did. I am positive inside their vest they have a magazine. There's no way that they are walking with guns, no ammo. No way. Lone wolf attacks, violence carried out, radicalized individuals. Trump left the White House, blah, blah, blah. 20 National Guard stood watch as a handful of protesters shouted anti gay, anti feminist slogans through a bullhorn. It's looking like I mean, the pardon list came out yesterday. There was nothing super surprising on there. Trump didn't try to pardon himself, which is good. That would have just raised a shitstorm that is unnecessary.
So no mention of the impeachment either. So that's funny.
Yeah, I honestly, I think they just let it go. I mean, what's the
They
point?
have to. They have to. Otherwise, they open up impeachment to like citizens and stuff, and that would actually shoot themselves in the foot because what if they impeach a candidate that they want?
Do 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 do.
I could post job postings here, right, Millennial?
I mean, sure, if you want.
Someone at Laurentian Bank of Canada is hiring an equity research associate in Toronto. You need to be a CFA level or a CFA designation level 3. Good understanding of accounting, interpersonal skills, interact with the company, keep keen interest in equity research, modeling with some modeling. Capital market experience is a plus, and French speaking only because they require someone for their Montreal office. If anybody wants it, let me know. I think I've seen dating requirements with less requirements.
Anybody that tells you they want to run the government like a business is a bad idea. Businesses exist to make a profit. Governments exist to provide service. That's what Joe Biden is all about.
Is it opposite day or something? Or
Uh, we don't have PDT in Canada. That's an American thing.
yeah, that's an American problem. Nice to see gold's up along with the SPY today.
I mean, this is the one that scares me the most. Is the travel ban being repealed? And now he's saying it's the Muslim ban, but there are a lot of countries on that travel ban list. Keystone Pipeline.
Trump said he won't attend the inauguration, but is
No,
he?
yeah, he won't be there.
Oh, okay.
Trump did leave a letter for Biden in the Oval Office. I would love to see that letter.
What is this brown stain supposed to mean, Mr. Trump?
He's headed to Florida on Air Force One. I don't know why Kamala Harris is attending a Catholic mass. She is not Catholic.
I don't know which song is more befitting for this inauguration, Millennial. The Imperial March or, that end theme for A New Hope?
I'm a big fan
In terms
of Super Mario World, World 1 2.
of
Do. Good call getting out of hill yesterday. Yeah, I need Baba to just keep running here. Oh, my GameStop April puts are now green. That's good. Rest of my options portfolio doesn't look like sweet nothing right now. All right, so I'm going to keep the breaking news up. Live updates. All right. So I'm going to keep Reuters live updates up here. Yeah, Slam. That's what we've got in Canada. Is it's your own damn money. You want to lose it? Go nuts. Everything's going smooth still today.
Guten Tag. Hello.
Hello.
I solved everything. Nice. It went through like a minute after it hit the ticker.
No, Dat Rock. Dat
Hmm?
Rock, Dat Rock. I don't trade Canadian energy. I typically don't trade Canadian stocks. I'm just not a fan. Do I ever pay attention to the YouTube traders? I've got my Restream chat up so I can see anybody who's watching me on that, but I don't really watch YouTube streamers. Typically, I'm trading the market and I'm making my own plays, so I don't really. Yeah, I think the only streamer that I actively watch would probably be Martini, and that's because I hang out in there after I'm done here. IPOE
Daniel.
boom.
Did you look at DGLY today?
Yeah, I'm watching it. Like I said, guys, DGLY, one thing goes wrong today. One thing. DGLY goes to the moon. Yeah, we did see the offering from LAC, which is good news. It's a great buy the dip opportunity. This really feels like a buy the dip to me on DGLY. That makes no sense to me that this is down 10% in a day.
You can guess why it's down 10%. Probably some Robinhood people jumping off because nothing is happening. The stock is not performing. I'm going to jump off. No.
Yeah, I mean, if I had funds to average down and it wasn't already 30% of my portfolio, I might consider adding more at this point. Morning, Luciana. Either way, guys, I like DGLY long. Outside of insanity on inauguration day, guys. One of the big things that I think that there's a lot of potential to see happen is DGLY has a massive PPP what was it, PPP loan, that they're about to be completely forgiven. That's their only long-standing debt. They're increasing sales like crazy. NFL is one of their top things. Biden's about to announce a federal mandate for body cameras and dashboard cameras. Like, go ahead. You guys make your play on it. I'll make my play on it. We'll see where we're at in 6 months. But for me, DGLY, sky's the limit. Federal contracts or municipal contracts, either one, for body camera security cameras. Like, I sell Motorola body cams. How's DGLY better? It has nothing to do with being better per se. It has everything to do with DGLY stuff comes on a monthly system rate for just monitoring. They don't have to buy the equipment face up. They're on a subscription fee, which a lot of smaller municipalities seem to like. And then with that, they also have the thermovision tents they've put out for COVID screening that are already being installed in libraries and schools and that kind of stuff. But as sports stadiums open back up into the year, casinos, movie theaters expect to see a lot more of that. So, yeah, that's exactly what it is, Jimmy. For me, this is it could pump today. If something goes crazy today, it could pump today, and I might take my profits. Or I hold it into Q3 and I take my profits. Either way, I'm still operating on the goal. So for those of you that are new, I did set a goal for. I didn't set a goal. The stream set a goal for me for the year. That was to take 50,000 to 500,000. That's what we're aiming for. That's what we're trying to accomplish. As of this morning, we're sitting at market value of 76,000. So it got down a little bit so far this week, but with this being where it is right now, that's not overly surprising.
What? God damn it. Can you stop winning?
Yeah, so 50 to 500K, guys. Last year we took $2,000 to 50. No, you're not being a dick at all. It's important to ask those questions. So yeah, they already have partnership contracts with the NFL. They already have partnership contracts with a lot of municipalities. And then the thermovision tent on top of everything that they're already doing with their security cameras. We also traded DGLY all year through protests. And every time that there's a protest of any kind, things go off. Now, if you think Black Lives Matter is just going to stop because Biden and Kamala Harris are in office, that ain't going to happen. It's just not. You don't turn off Black Lives Matter just because Biden takes office. That's not going to happen. Why did DGLI drop off so much in 08? I have no idea. I couldn't tell you. So guys, there are a lot of traders that go back and they dig into 10 years in the past and kind of why did it do this back then? None of that matters to me. The market is forward facing. What happened 10 years ago does not freaking matter. It's what they are currently doing that matters to me. So that's where I keep my focus. We won't hear about BLM till 2024. I highly doubt that tensions between law enforcement and the Black community in the States are going to get better in the next little bit. Yeah, I mean, BlackBerry is another one, guys, where BlackBerry, if we go back and look at it, it touched 200 at some point. Now it's down at $12, right? There's a lot of the stocks out there. Don't get reported. New Patriot Act. I'm in Canada. Come and get me. I was born and raised in Canada. Inauguration is in 2 hours, guys. Yeah, and I think I am gonna stick around for the inauguration, just to see what is going on for sure. We'll be tracking the news all day today. This is the one that I want. Okay, seriously, come on. So there's no real conversation happening around DGLY that I can see, but LAC is still dropping. That's great. That is fantastico. DGLY, you ain't got no alibi, you ugly. Did I see the news on Sing? I did not.
Just make karaoke stuff, or
No, this is the 0 cent stock that I got into.
I thought they did the karaoke things.
No, I call it karaoke so I don't take crap. As we continue to move forward, we're fully committed to raising awareness, blah, blah, blah. We're grateful for continued support of our shareholders and remain excited about the future of Single Point. Single Point, through its majority-owned subsidiary, Single Point Direct Solar, operating as blah, blah, blah. Operates in 38 states in the U.S. Through the execution of this model, the company is leveraging synergistic acquisitions. This doesn't mean jack shit. Okay, so this is kind of a non-announcement. Slide presentation now available on the company's website. January 12th, Single Point enters into letter of intent to acquire EnergyWise LLC to streamline, optimize, and maximize solar industry lead generation. So they picked up a massive sales team, which isn't bad. Anyway, this is such a far outlier. I'm not really expecting much from it. I think I have a whopping $90 in it. 80. Got 80 $80 in there. You know what I mean? What is BTWN going to buy? Yeah. What is BTWN going to buy? No clue. Are you familiar with CLSK as a Bitcoin play? Yeah, I am. I like Mara better. Nobody knows what BTWN is going to buy. There's a lot of conjecture that it's going to be Tokopedia, but I don't know. IPOE is up 6%. Baba's up 4%. I mean, nothing is really soaring here. What do we got here? EDSA, Grit Oncology, CXDO, all halted. Top volume, SNDL, INUV, AMC. Oh man. So guys, every day like clockwork, right? There's Sens, there's SNDL, Naked will be on here, there's Zomedica there, but Naked will be on here for sure. This is a bioscience, bio, steel, bio, 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 bio. I don't know what urban tea is. So like the top 8 stocks right now are all bio. Top losers on the day. Security, Gevo, Lithium, NGA, Westwater, Bingo, DGLY is up there. 9.7. Riot, Mara, VISL. Was there? Where'd it go? Just disappeared. What is Tesla doing? Going the wrong way real fast?
Probably.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
Tesla's
sideways. Yeah, it's sideways.
Oh, so.
That's a guys. Come on. It opened at 8:59. It closed yesterday at 8:44. It's still above yesterday's close. Let's simmer. You know what I mean? Simmer. 4 more years of deep state. Hooray! We're Canadian. We always have that. Socialism. It's a thing. Yay! Yeah, Etsy will definitely do that. What's your entry on Zomedica? Zomedica. I have a 114 entry. I am actually tempted to. I'd like to increase that position, really. I think no matter what, I'm going to be out of SNDL by the end of the day. Yeah, this is not a. There will come a day when this pops, but I was playing this on the hype. RC back. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. That 100-bit cheer. Thank you so much for that, sir. Why are we watching LAC again? Swing play? Yeah. If LAC goes down, which it is, 2240, this is an excellent entry on this. Second largest lithium mine over the next 4 years. It's going to be a big deal. There are a lot of people actually questioning whether or not Biden will be able to get through an entire inauguration speech. Which I don't really have insight into, but inauguration speeches tend to be quite long. They tend to be about a half hour long, and if anybody's ever given a public talk, to stay alert for a half hour while you're speaking publicly, especially to a field of flags, can be challenging, can be very difficult. And Biden has not shown himself to be the most eloquent of speaker. He kind of lags, forgets where he is, mumbles, tapers off, and that's when he's got people in front of him. So when there's nobody in front of him but a crowd of flags, the question will be, can he do it? Can he stay on script and pay attention. I have looked into ABML. I am considering it for the future of lithium battery. I just prefer LAC. And Trump didn't. Trump went off script intentionally. Trump ranted the way that he always has. Biden, if you look at him earlier in his political career back in the 70s and 80s, he was a powerful speaker. He spoke very clearly. He was quite there. Margiela 69, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Let me know how you found us and what it is you trade. It's good to have you here. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are watching with anticipation to see what he drops. People get old and slow down, so what? I've got nothing wrong with people getting old. My problem is when they're supposed to be running the biggest country in the world. But when all you get to pick from are Biden's and Trump's and Bernie Sanders, it baffles me why we continue to put geriatrics in the Oval Office, but there she be. Carved Daddy, I would love that. "4.7 months ago, I started a campaign to remove the Cheeto from office. I have accomplished this, and I need a map and oh yes, the script. That's right. Okay, I remember where I am now. So guys, DGLY, everybody loses their mind. Oh no, it's a sell-off. Everybody get out. Get out, get out, get out, get out. Or don't. Because yeah. Like, hey. I would really love to see in 2024 a Yang. I guess it would be 2028, right? Because hopefully Biden's still alive and Harris is still around. But 2028, I would love to see a Trump Yang election. And not Donald Trump, Ivanka. Would love to see an Ivanka Trump v. Andrew Yang. Now, I think if they go Ivanka, what you get is Biden said he won't run again. I'll believe that when I see it. But if they go Harris or AOC, that would be really, really interesting. Because now you could have Ivanka Trump for the Republicans, and you could have Kamala or AOC for the Democrats. And either way, you're going to get a young woman as president. And that would be crazy. Won't they be putting her in jail? I very much doubt that. What about Pence versus Yang? I don't think Pence has it in him to be president. I'm going to be honest. Can't see Kamala not having to face primary challenges in 2024. Yeah, that's why I say AOC is another possibility. Depending, I mean, if Biden kicks the bucket during this 4 years and Kamala takes the reins, she has a good chance of being the representative if she's already doing a good job and people seem receptive to what she's doing. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of judging a child for the sins of the father. Ivanka Trump is a wicked smart lady. She's run several very successful businesses. She's fairly well respected in Republican circles. I completely understand if it's not everybody's cup of tea, but ACRX is doing an offering. That's the ACRX news. They saw a chance to make money and they've done it. All right, what else we got? But not on the world stage. Depends on what part of the world you're from. If you're from Russia or Hong Kong or the Middle East, you're actually fairly big fans of the Trump family. Johnson right now being right leaning would probably be a big fan too. Who knows where England's going to go next? Germany's going to lean more to the right over the next few years. LAC did an offering as well. That's right. Offering is stock dilution. That's correct.
So millennials. So more people that I know have said that they're moving out of Toronto proper now. Some of them are going as far as like Newfoundland and like Winnipeg, Manitoba, and all these places.
Yeah.
They said, "Oh yeah, it's not worth living in the city anymore, or whatever." Right? I'm like, one, you guys are almost a year late to the what New York happened in New York.
Yeah,
But
the exodus.
Yeah, but two, I think that the problem with that is that if you look at the rental properties around here, whatever, right? Rent hasn't actually gone down. Like there's articles that say, "Oh yeah, rent's gone down," but it's not actually gone down. I think I know why. I also saw that we had a mass exodus of Americans from America, and they moved all over, including and most notoriously Canada. So moving from one city to the next.
Data connection lost.
Snow, I know you're presenting Christine Lagarde's opinion of rolling her eyes like, oh fuck, I have to
Multi-data
interact with this
connection
lady like a big deal. But that's a good thing in my books, that you are not favored by Christine Lagarde. That lady is hard socialist. Of course, as a Republican, she's going to roll her eyes and not want to deal with it because you're dealing with somebody who is all about capitalism. Ooh, U.S. Supreme Court reportedly evacuated due to a possible bomb threat? Dun dun dun! It's 10 a.m. and here we go. So now we type in bomb and we go here. Bomb threat. Oh yeah, maybe that's not a good thing for me to say. Everybody should search bomb. Mara is dying. Okay, this is one of my favorite. I love it when you guys are like, "Oh, it's dying," because what I do is I like to pull up the ticker, and then I like to look at it over 6 months. Look, this is when I started trading it back down here. Look at these alert levels. Isn't that funny that these are still here? The 320 level is where I was trading Mara at. Oh, my face is blocking it? Bloody face. Get out of there. Oh, did I lock my camera? I think I did. Oh, it's not locked. Why can't I move that? These alerts down here is where I started trading Mara, in between that window. So that's like in here, in this range. This is where it is now. Yeah. So always pull out, guys. Always pull out as a perspective thing, right? So DGLY. Am I losing my mind on DGLY? Well, this is the last 6 months. It has fluctuated between $2 and $3 fairly consistently over the last 6 months. Always pull out to get perspective, and then you go back in. It's about in and out, and in and out, and in and out, and in and out, and then eventually it just pops off, and you get this explosion, right? Look, let's go to the 6 months again. In and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. The explosions get real, and then you go again. Mr. Streamer, can you spend some money on sub badges? I do have 2 more sub badges available, and I'm open to anybody that has suggestions for sure. Typically, I was trying to hold those for. I was trying to hold those. Do you have a long-term portfolio anywhere, or is this your only trading account? This is my only trading account. Yeah, sub badges, guys. Typically, I like to save them for a big win, so Hail Marys or biostocks that win or whatever. But yeah, I'm open to emotes. If you guys have emotes that you want me to try to put in, I'm happy to do that for you, so long as they are appropriate and on theme. For 31 months? No way. Ooh, make them Thundercats. I wonder if I'd get in trouble. Did anyone confirm the court evacuation? There is news on Twitter of it, but I'm not seeing a verified source. Mark Seagraves from NBC. This is the explosion in Madrid that happened last night. Not a lot of news statebound on this. Check Discord. Really? Crazy. Yeah, so this happened in Madrid, guys. This explosion that leveled the building, and you can see the damage there. Kramer likes CGC the best. Joe Biden has a Peloton. Some security experts are worried. Are you familiar with the ticker GSAT? No? I can take a look at it real quick, though. Chia Dog, 3-month resub. What's up? What's up? What's up, man? No, I really appreciate you guys kicking around, all of you guys that are subbing. Reminder, guys, at the end of the month, everybody who is a sub is going to get access to the trading journal that's here. So you'll have access to all of my thought process, weekly recaps, all that stuff. There's not a ton in there that's going to help you make decisions ahead of time. Penny, please, with that Prime sub. Thank you so much. You do not need to use that Prime sub on anyone that bores the hell out of you. So I do appreciate you taking the time to drop that in there. But yeah, if you are a sub at the end of the month, you will get access to this trading journal. It's not going to give you great insight as to which place to take moving down the road. That's not what it's there for. But it is going to help you understand kind of my thought process when I get out, when I take trades. Daily, I'm in here entering not only my entries and exits, but my thought process around why I'm taking those positions. The weekly recaps or breakdowns of the trades from the week before, as well as potential plays for the week ahead, kind of what I look at when I break down. The tool is kind of there to educate you as to how you might keep your own FA trading journal, but yeah, that's there. Is Mara buy the dip in your opinion? Mara, in my opinion, is a buy the dip if you think Bitcoin is going to continue to run through the year. That's it. It's that simple. All right, we got Air Force One here now. I mean, this is the interesting thing. People think there's immediate legal action coming against Trump. I wouldn't hold your breath on that. I honestly wouldn't. The string of Trump lawsuits before he took office wasn't really there. There were a few, but we're talking for a CEO of a major global corporation, not really that many. And Trump doesn't stop having a massive legal team just because he's not president anymore. I don't know that you're going to see that huge rush. Okay, so Global Star, this is GSAT duplex two-way voice and data products. This is an intercom system. I'm not a huge fan of the idea. Up front. Smart ear tag. Kenya, Brazil. I guess Brazil, Kenya would be markets for sure. Africa, South America. I'm not huge on that. I'm not a big fan. BEPC, Brookfield Renewable. It's had a decent run up already. It's not a super old company. It's at 60. It's close to its 52-week high. Hydroelectric. Yeah, this is a solid play. The first dinosaur butthole has been found. That's fantastic. Do you know Bioline RX from Israel? I don't typically trade biostocks from Israel. There's enough going on stateside that there's no need to go to Israel for biomedicine. The only company that I'm really actively aware of there is Enox. How does a newer trader understand what plays are potentially good? That's a tough one. So for me, it really comes down in my mind to how you process things. Okay, if you're somebody who's mathematically inclined and you're really good with pattern recognition, maybe TA is for you. Maybe. I can't say for certain. For me, I understand people better than I understand math and numbers. So for me, I'm not I don't really do that stats, math, science side of things. Instead, I'm more focused on people, trends, and news and how they affect the market and how things move that way. So I think a big part of it is, again, like I know I've said it before, guys, but one of the things that I said before was this reading list is a great place to start, because this is how I crafted that. My understanding of how to process what's going on in the world, how people think, how people react. That's kind of where my head is at with that. So that was big for me to learn how I wanted to trade and how I processed thoughts, and that resulted in how I currently trade. I think you need to find for yourself how you want to trade. So this is, wow, Millennial is super shocked at this doing exactly what I expected it to do. This is why I'm not going anywhere. I am not going anywhere on this. The the powder keg that is the US at this moment, I am not leaving. I'm not. It for one bonehead to do something completely stupid today and drive the entire market into insanity is so palpable. See new posts. Okay, so the president is now at the Capitol. This is where insanity can commence. The Clintons have arrived. The Obamas, the Clintons, and the Bushes will all be there today. Torchlight Energy. Oil and natural gas. I wouldn't want anything to do with this into a Biden administration. Supreme Court evacuated. I mean, that's what we're hearing. NBC is reporting that. Not seeing. This is CleanSpark announcing that it's got 56 bitcoins of the last year. DGLY and Vizzle popped. Yeah, DGLY. There are 12 executive orders that Biden plans to sign today, which could be big. Meta is also partnered with Lockheed Martin, Canadian government. All right. All right, what is the ticker on this? I could just trade MAT. I don't need to trade Torch. Why wouldn't I just trade MAT? Yeah, I think I'm more inclined to just trade Memat. How'd you get that livestock scrolling price feed? I run it off of a app called TC2000. It's got a running stock ticker that I just screen capture. Yeah, bio plays, unless it's on the calendar, I'm not going to play it. Okay, 17 actions that he's going to put through. 100 days of masking. Stop the leaving of the Who. That's a joke. The Who's an absolute joke. So it doesn't really matter. This is just to show face that we're part of the global community. That's what he's doing here. But this is the Who is a dog shit organization. Creates the position of COVID-19 response coordinator, reporting directly to Biden, managing efforts to produce and distribute vaccines. Okay. Extends the existing nationwide moratorium on evictions. So this is bad for REITs. Extends the existing pause on student loans. This doesn't really matter. It's kind of cucking post-secondary, but rejoin the Paris Climate Accord. Whoop-de-doo, Basil. Cancels the Keystone Pipeline. That really sucks for pipelines. Actually, I should take a look at my ET position. Yeah, my ET calls are no longer profitable. All right, what else do we have? We have... Yeah, so this sucks for the oil industry, and it's an indication that the rest of the oil industry can just be on watch because there's nothing new happening for it. Rescinds the Trump administration's 1776 commission, directs agencies to review their actions to ensure racial equality. Okay. That's really super vague, but okay. Prevents workplace discrimination on basis of sexual orientation or gender identity. I think that was already protected under law, but sure. Census requires non-citizens to be included in the census in a apportionment of congressional. Okay, so this is really interesting. This is really interesting. The census, the US Census, is now going to have non-citizens included in their data. Which really skews the census and is a really... They always have? No, they haven't. For the last 4 years, they haven't been included in the census. This is what this is reversing. It's a reversal of a position, which means that under... Yeah, that's exactly it. More money for California and New York. That's what it is. So Trump put something in place that required you to be a U.S. citizen. Yeah, that's exactly it. More representatives to the blue states, more money. Fortifies DACA after Trump's efforts to undo protections for undocumented people brought into the country as children. Versus Trump administration's restrictions to 7 Muslim majority countries. 7 Muslim countries under travel ban. Iran, Iraq, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, Syria, and Yemen. Okay. Let's see what the COVID numbers are like there. Countries. Search. Yemen. Population of 30 million, they're reporting only 2,000 cases. Syria, population of 17 million, reporting only 13,000 cases. Sudan, 44 million population, claiming 26,000 cases. Does anybody see a trend here? Somalia, 16 million, 4,000 cases. So, guys, the immediate red flag with these countries being mentioned is that the level of inaccuracy in their reporting makes it a viable risk for travel from those countries. Okay. What do I mean by that? Okay, let's take a look. Let's go to Canada, which is a relatively small country, 37 million people. Okay. Relatively small. In this, 720,000 cases. Okay. Canada has one of the best healthcare systems in the world. Okay. Somalia, half the population. Only 4,000 cases. Sudan, more than the population of Canada. More. 44 million. What was that? 44 million and 26,000 cases versus 37 million and 719,000. Iran, 84 million population, 1 million cases. Yeah, there's no point checking China. We know that their numbers are completely fraudulent. 88,000 cases on a population of 1.4 billion. That's complete horseshit. But what I'm getting at is these countries, these 7 countries that have bans on them, they're a risk in the same way that the EU is. So this is for racial reasons that he's doing the Muslim countries being taken off that list. Okay. He's reinforcing the Europe ban, but he's removing the ban on these countries. Interesting. No need for immigration enforcement. Of course, the border wall is going to be canceled. What's built is built. Extends deferrals of deportation and work authorizations for Liberians with a safe haven in the United States. So Liberians have an immigration pass. Requires executive branch appointees to sign an ethics pledge, barring them from acting in personal interest and requiring them to uphold the independence of the Department of Justice. Stocky just went in on AMC like a true degen. Good for him. Directs OMB director to develop recommendations to modernize regulatory review and undoes Trump's regulatory approval process. OMB? Office of Management and Budget. The executive office of the president that prepares and administers the federal budget and improves management in the executive branch. Okay, and he's... So Trump required that there was approval from the president, and he's getting rid of it. Okay. ABML just went nuts. So those are the changes that seem to be inbound. ABML just went nuts. Thought I had ABML on here. Yeah, they're up 12%. Okay. Kramer thinks that Wall Street Bets beats Citron. Thoughts on DraftKings? Strong. Into the coming year where you have sports lighting back up, I think it's going to be quite strong. Tim Sykes promoting his pattern trading. Anti-competition board. That's exactly what we need. More government interference in free market. That'll help. Let's do that. More of that. Ooh. SPACs could be lining up on this store dot 5-minute charging battery. Peter Thiel? Peter Thiel? It's just another Bitcoin play. It's definitely an option for sure. I personally like Mara, but how we doing? We're doing all right. I mean, it is an F Wednesday, and it's feeling like it. Down about 3% on the portfolio today. DGLY leading that charge. But ultimately, again, looking at the portfolio, guys, IPOF, SNDL, BTWN, and DGLY, I'm very confident in all of these plays. So, yeah, my opinion on Mara is if you think Bitcoin's going to run into the year, then it is most definitely a buy the dip. That's my opinion on that. It's not going to change either. That really is going to be the way that we go. Apollo 708, thanks for the follow, man. Let me know how you found the channel, what it is you trade. Dems love police states. Yep. Yeah, this one I am not sweating on with DGLY. If I had funds available, I would probably increase my holdings on it. IPOF has been buying up nicely over the past couple days. I mean, this is when they announce IPOF. It's $1 billion SPAC. It's really gonna go in a crazy way. If it goes to 20, great. If it goes to 30, even better. I'd be happy to double that up. But yeah, this is definitely balancing out my portfolio right now. SNDL, I didn't really want to hold it past today, so we'll see what happens through the day on this pot stock, but expect in the next little bit. Yeah, ABML continuing to run here, guys. Now it's up 17.5%. BlackBerry's just going to keep going, guys. BlackBerry into self-driving vehicles. That's the whole discussion on BlackBerry. They're big. Their QNS system is in pretty much any vehicle that has lane assist, assisted parking, rear view cameras, any of that crap. EPA grants 3 biofuel waivers. What is going on with Mara? Oh yeah, look at that. It's down nicely. 1875. Let's go, baby. Go. I'm gonna set a 73 exit, I think, on SNDL into the day. Hey, glad to have you here, man. That's awesome. It has support at $10 maybe. Yeah, Mara is looking super sexy, guys. I am looking to move money around, and that will be the one that I really want to get into here. I'm willing to take a loss on Zemetica, I think, as well as exit SNDL here before the end of the day to take a position into Mara. I'm okay with taking a $600 loss to move 19 or 16. I guess it'd be 15,000 into Mara. We'll see what SNDL does later into the day, though. I don't need to rush on that play, but I definitely do like Mara at this level. Really, really like it. Hopefully it doesn't recover too soon, but we shall see. Just seeing if there's anything here that's really popping for me. Today was supposed to be my entry for AUPH. I didn't take it. I am not all in cash. No, I have 4 sizable positions. DGLY, BTWN, SNDL, and IPOF. I'm definitely not closing IPOF. Kind of want to hold Zemetica. How far is Mara going to go? It's 1858 right now. And falling. Player 01. Thank you so much for the fall, man. Ooh, that's a sub. That's a prime sub. Player 01. Thank you so much for that, man. Greatly appreciate it. Love that you guys are hanging out. Have you not got any margin available? No, I do not. I am tempted to just exit here on SNDL. Partially filled. Okay, I'm done. I'm out. So I am going to take a loss on SNDL. I am going to do the same thing as Zomedica. Slap the bid.
I'm watching this the pre-inauguration thing, Millennial. I don't know why, but it seems like everybody just seems so unhappy, except for like Ted Cruz. Am I crazy, or is like everybody just looks generally unhappy?
I can't talk right now. I'm doing a thing.
Oh.
Son of a gun. Tell me I just did that. Oh! Beyond pissed. I just bought Mara in my Canadian margin account. Really pissed. Really pissed off about that. This is what happens when you rush a trade. I don't trade the TSX. I am Canadian, but I do not trade that. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just it's a dilution event. So how do you buy Tilray by mistake? Ouch. There's just no volume on the TSX is my issue with it. Okay, 20,000 shares at 68 on SNDL. Exit on a $300 loss to enter Mara on the dip. Entry Mara. $18.75. Okay, and then I gotta go here.
Market data connection re-established.
Yeah, you couldn't really get me to trade the TSX. There are some wins that I've taken on the TSX, SHG, MRS, but they're few and far between, and typically they're the top movers of the day. So they have to be day plays, and there's got to be massive volume behind them to do anything. But yeah, Shopify's half of the TSX. Like it's just a joke about an exchange, really. Yeah. Okay, so I did take 2 losses here today, guys. Zom was a loss, SNDL was a loss, but I think entering Mara at 1875 was the right call. The Mad Darshan, thanks for the follow, man. Let me know how you found the channel, what it is you trade. Super interested. All you new guys showing up. Love to know what you trade and what you are about. Okay, so my entry on this was 1875. We're sitting at 1873 right now. Yeah, I think Mara comes back in a big way, guys. It's Bitcoin, right? Like, where's Bitcoin right now? 34,000? Yeah. Bruno Law with that follow. Same thing, man. How'd you get here? What is it you trade? Mara, I entered at 1875. That's kind of where I think it's gonna come back. I'd rather take a $600 loss to get in on a potential gain back to the 23, 24 level. I've done the DD on Mara in the past. I know how big they are. I know their expansion, their new miners coming in. I think that Bitcoin's going to continue to appreciate, so I'm okay to have that. From India, and I'm super new to trading and stock, so I'm more into the learning part and the knowledge. Awesome. If you guys are new, you're not active traders, you're trying to figure out, is this for you? Is it not? There's the read list. Holding Mara till Q4. I don't know about Q4, but I'm definitely holding Mara for now. I am an active trader. Well, I don't know about active. I'm putting on a few pounds, but I do actively trade. Yeah. Every day I'm here from 9 a.m. till 11. I trade the market all day, but I am here all day from 9 to 11. So that's there for you. Do a breakdown of how I trade, trying to help people learn how to trade the market on their own. I don't give financial advice, but I do help people kind of reason through what they're doing and what they're about. So Bitcoin's 34.2 right now. Over the last little while, it's kind of fluctuated between this 32 line here and 40K. Do I think that this is more inclined to go to 30 again before 40? No, I think we're going back to 40 again real quick. ACRX among major losers, down 17%. They're $1.95 right now. A dozen National Guard members were removed from Inauguration Day duties after security vetting. This says 2, this says 12. Okay, let's do the Supreme Court search here on social, see what comes up. All clear was given at the Supreme Court. So that is well and good. Holy crap, Mara's down to 18 now. I definitely would like to put some more money into that. Yeah, Bitcoin's 33.7 right now. Just trying to transfer that Mara from Canadian. Sometimes they'll let me transfer the equity, which is kind of what I prefer to do. I really don't want it in the US account or in the Canadian margin. I really don't want it there. I want it inside the appropriate currency. It's a pain in the ass. Any advice on how to psychologically understand the market? That reading list that I provided there has a ton of great books on that. Culture Code would be my biggest recommendation if you want to understand how mass movement of groups and group think tank happens. Snooey, what's up, man? Let's go into Canadian margin. Securities transfer from this to this. Gotta contact the bank directly. Hooray. It sounds like a lot of fun. Not a lot of fun. Okay, DGLY is at 268 right now, 269. Bitcoin floating 33.7. Okay, news of the bomb threat is there. Hashtag not my president trending. COVID-19 is, yeah, guys, I get that there's a lot of plays that are trying to make news and headlines around COVID. It's just a done deal for me. The orders are booked. The orders are in. I'm not gonna. I don't want to go near it. I don't. I even exited IPEX, which was my like outlier play, right? I exited it. I'm done with it. I am done with it. Done with it. It really is feeling like an F Wednesday on the day here, guys. I am pissed that I took this order in the wrong account. Bitcoin just crashed. Yeah, it's 33.5. I mean, it's really, really funny for me. I have to know that it's Wednesday, okay, and I have to keep telling myself that, and I know psychologically this is Wednesday. If anything, what I'm going to do with Mara here is I'm going to buy additional holdings in it. I think you can get 100 more shares here. Count does not have sufficient. Yep, classic F Wednesday. Whether the SEC likes it or not, the global banking is moving towards it. It doesn't freaking matter. Pompeo's last comment is that it's genocide. U.S. has accused China of committing genocide.
By accident.
Oh, sweet. What did I get?
Well, you'll have to find out yourself.
Ooh, swag for swag. Sweet. Oh, heck yeah. I love swag, man. Oh, I broke it. I has coffee?
You should go all Canadian and wear that on your stream.
We'll swap out the hats because Gorepulse sends me the sweetest swag. That is a serious Canadian toque right there, man. Loving it. Loving it. How did they know? Big shout out to Mike Alton and the gang over at Agorapulse. I freaking love Agorapulse swag. The hat is amazing. It's the Agora Pulse colors. If you guys aren't familiar with Agora Pulse, it's a tool that I use with digital marketing. Fantastic tool. Use it. Typically, agencies would use this. I'm a big fan of the tool, but I've done some work with these guys in the past. I've been on their Twitter talks and all kinds of different stuff. Met them at conferences. Mike Alton and the team there are phenomenal. This swag is badass. Love it. Loves it. Ad? Maybe. But I loves it. So this is a big deal, guys. Declaring China guilty of genocide. Why is Greta trending? Citron. Citron is a sweet toque. It is. Hello?
Hey.
Did you see the DM I sent you?
No.
You might want to take a look see.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so I did take a mayor position in the correct account. I will contact my bank to move over the funds from, or move over the position from the Canadian account. I'm not sure how long that's going to take, but I definitely, guys, think that this is an overreaction on Mara that is very likely to bounce back very quickly. So this mayor position has gone green. What's the SPY doing here? SPY's kind of sideways. It's still up. Not a ton. Baba's trekking away. Top gainers on the day. OBLN is up 246%. Bio, steel. Bio. Don't know it. Bio. Don't know it. SPI. Bio. Netflix. Bio. Bio. There's a real bio theme going on today, guys, in the top gainers. Top losers, we're looking at security, Givo, NGA, WWR, LAC, Mara, Bingo, Riot, Jagex. Lots of very interesting things. Everybody's just waiting now. Everybody is just like with anticipation, waiting, right? Bum, 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 bum. The platform on my screen is TD Advanced Dashboard. It's like Thinkorswim, but for Canadians. Hashtag free Baba, I believe. DGLY, more like UGLY. 'Tis true. Down 11% on the day. Hmm. It's really an F Wednesday today, guys. Should bounce back. Massive lithium mine into environmental. Yeah, I think it should bounce back quite nicely. Head over to StockTwits here, see what the bears are at. Biden's walking out.
Where in just a few moments, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris will take their solemn oaths. This ceremony is the culmination of 244 years of a democracy. It is the moment when leaders brought to this stage by the will of the people promise to be faithful to our Constitution, to cherish it and defend it. It is the moment when they become, as we all should be, guardians of our country. Have we become too jaded, too accustomed to the ritual of the passing of the torch of democracy to truly appreciate what a blessing and a privilege it is to witness this moment? I think not. 2 weeks ago, when an angry, violent mob staged an insurrection and desecrated this temple of our democracy, it awakened us to our responsibilities as Americans. This is the day when our democracy picks itself up, brushes off the dust, and does what America always does, goes forward as a nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. This conveyance of a sacred trust between our leaders and our people takes place in front of this shining Capitol dome for a reason. When Abraham Lincoln gave his first inaugural address in front of this Capitol, the dome was only partially constructed, braced by ropes of steel. He promised he would finish it. He was criticized for spending funds on it during the Civil War. To those critics, he replied, "If the people see the Capitol going on, it is a sign we intend the Union shall go on." And it did, and it will. Generations of Americans gave their lives
The outrage is just so real.
never to take our democracy for granted as we celebrate its remarkable strength. We celebrate its resilience, its grit. We celebrate the ordinary people doing extraordinary things for our nation. The Vice President Kamala Harris, who stands on the shoulders of so many on this platform who have forged the way to this day.
$5:15, so it's after market that he's going to be signing these inauguration orders. I don't know why he keeps muting
girls and boys
us.
across the world will know that anything and everything is possible. And in the end, that is America, our democracy.
All right. Where are we at? Market at a red candle. Mara, 1898. Now green on my Mara position. Okay, and then this, buy Mara 500 at Please tell me that I put the right thing in there. I did it again! Oh my goodness! Oh, I did it again. I did it again. I did it again, folks. I did it again. Oh! Gotta show you guys this. I really gotta slow down here. So I exited Mara at 1898 to take a profit on that initial position, and then I bought again at 1895 on the Canadian margin account. On the Canadian margin account, I did it again. Yeah, I made 115 profit on the trade, but then I did a bonehead thing. Okay, I want this in the right account. I want this in the right account. It's worth more to me in the right account. Stupidity. Buy this in the US margin account. 500 shares. Preview. Submit. Close. Holdings. Mara. Order status. Open. Filled. Mara. Holdings. Why this shit isn't that there? 550. Okay, we're good. We're good. This is the TD Advanced dashboard, guys. Yeah, this is the TD Advanced dashboard. In Trading Journal rules, let's add I'm down 2,600 on DGLY. Headed for $3,000 down. Yeah, it does mean that I am supposed to close on that 10% rule. I think I'm going to break my rule, though. I think I'm going to break my rule on it. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Like, this is a whisper of something going wrong, and bounces back up to 285. Yeah, I don't think I'm going anywhere. I don't think I'm going anywhere on it. I'm up 180 on Mara now. Short term into its earnings for sure. For sure.
Especially the least fortunate among us.
I'm just gonna grab a coffee, guys. I'll be right back.
Becoming a light for the world. There is a power in each and every one of us that lives by turning to every other one of us, a thrust of the Spirit to cherish and care and stand by others, and above all, those most in need. It is called love, and its path is to give ever more of itself. Today, it is called American patriotism, born not of power and privilege, but of care for the common good, with malice toward none and with charity for all. For our new president, we beg of you the wisdom Solomon sought when he knelt before you and prayed for an understanding heart so that I can govern your people and know the difference between right and wrong. We trust in the counsel of the letter of James. If any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you. Pope Francis has reminded us how important it is to dream together. By ourselves, he wrote, we risk seeing mirages, things that are not there. Dreams, on the other hand, are built together. Be with us, holy mystery of love, as we dream together. Help us under our new president to reconcile the people of our land, restore our dream and invest it with peace and justice and the joy that is the overflow of love. To the glory of your name, forever, amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the presentation of our national colors by the Armed Forces Color Guard, the singing of our national anthem, and for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Not that I don't love the band, but got that in my ear from downstairs. Okay. So I'm up $250 on Mara already. Just gonna pop in on Martini real quick here, make sure that she got in. Hello.
Hi.
Were you able to make all that happen?
I got out of SNDL. I did not get into Mara.
Oh, that's a shame. You missed like 30 cents by not doing that.
Oh, it'll be fine. What is it at now?
1925, 1930. I got an 1882 entry.
You got 1882?
Yep.
Let me see.
Now it's 1936.
Shut up.
1937.
Don't FOMO me.
I'm just gonna keep saying it until you tell me your entry. 1938. 1940.
Fucking stop. Fucking stop. Fine. The worst.
Yeah.
Look, you FOMO'd me, and it's
Good.
fucking going down, dick face.
You're welcome. At 1930, it's still a steal. It'll be 28 by the end of next week. So on FOMO,
You think Bitcoin's gonna roll that much?
yeah, I think Bitcoin's gonna just rocket. Biden says, "I do," and this thing soars.
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say something fucking stupid. 150,000.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Bitcoin, 150,000.
I don't think that's stupid.
Let's
What entry did you get?
see what it filled at. 19.34.
Okay. Not bad. Awesome. Thank you. All right, and we're back. Let's switch over to the Biden inauguration because that's what everybody wants to be watching right now. Wow, that's a big bird.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from the city of South Fulton, Georgia Fire and Rescue Department, President of the International Association of Firefighters, Local 3920, Fire Captain Andrea M. Hall for the reciting of the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Here it is. Sanitizing the podium. It's essential.
What you are all about to be part of America is a historic moment of firsts. to administer the oath to our first African American, our first Asian American, and our first woman Vice President, Kamala Harris, it is my great privilege to welcome to the inaugural stage the first Latina to ever serve on the Supreme Court of the United States of America, Justice Sonia Sotomayor.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the oath of office, followed by musical honors.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Kamala Davy Harris, do solemnly swear.
I, Kamala Davy Harris, do solemnly swear.
That I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States.
That I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States.
Against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
Against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
That I take this obligation freely.
That I take this obligation freely.
Without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion.
Without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion.
That I will well and faithfully discharge.
That I will well and faithfully discharge.
The duties of the office on which I am about to enter.
The duties of the office upon which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Please welcome Jennifer Lopez to perform This Land Is Your Land and America the Beautiful, accompanied by members of the President's Own United States Marine Band.
Hey, it's J-Lo, everyone. Day would not be complete without J-Lo in the house. I don't want to get DMCA'd. I don't know if I'm going to get DMCA'd on that, so I'm just going to mute it. Because nobody likes to get DMCA'd, right? Probably would get DMCA'd if I'm playing the audio on that. I'm fairly certain that's what would happen there. Magnet cabinets, right? She's still going. Up 257 on Mara right now. I'm muted? No, I'm not muted. I muted it. Yeah, I muted it. Atta girl, J-Lo.
Well, that was great. The sun is shining, and Mr. President-elect, this is the first inauguration in the history of America where J-Lo was the warm-up act for Chief Justice Roberts. With that, it is now my distinct honor to introduce the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of the United States, John Roberts, to administer the presidential oath to the next President of the United States, Joseph R. Biden.
No, I didn't buy any ATRX.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the oath of office, followed by musical honors.
Y'all are wondering why I'm not standing or doing the pledges. I'm Canadian. I don't sing the American national anthem. I don't stand for the American president. I don't. You as Americans can make your decisions yourselves as to what you will or will not do, but I personally am not required to do that.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Joseph Robinette Biden, Jr., do solemnly swear.
I, Joseph Robinette Biden, Jr., do solemnly swear.
That I will faithfully execute.
That I will faithfully execute.
The office of President of the United States.
Office of President of the United States.
And will, to the best of my ability.
Will, to the best of my ability.
Preserve, protect, and defend.
Preserve, protect, and defend.
The Constitution of the United States.
The Constitution of the United States.
So help you God.
So help me God.
No, that's his family Bible. There it is. It's official, ladies and gentlemen. The market's reaction to the inauguration. Sell the news. That's hilarious.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
All right, here's the speech. Hey, cool. Are they confused about who's supposed to be speaking next? Because She's checking the schedule right now to see who's supposed to be doing what. Okay. I am just going to say this, guys.
My fellow Americans, a moment we have all been waiting for. It is now my great privilege and high honor to be the first person to officially introduce the 46th President of the United States, Joseph R. Biden, Jr.
Attaboy, Joe. Attaboy. We did it. We did it, folks. We got another old white dude in charge of the country. We did it. Woo. Old white guy. Yeah. Go, Joe, go.
Chief Justice Roberts, Vice President Harris, Speaker Pelosi, Leader Schumer, Leader McConnell, Vice President Pence, and my distinguished guests, my fellow Americans. This is America's day. This is democracy's day. A day of history and hope, of renewal and resolve. Through a crucible for the ages, America has been tested anew, and America has risen to the challenge. Today, we celebrate the triumph not of a candidate, but of a cause, the cause of democracy. The people, the will of the people has been heard, and the will of the people has been heeded. We've learned again that democracy is precious, democracy is fragile, and at this hour, my friends, democracy has prevailed. So now, on this hallowed ground where just a few days ago, violence sought to shake the Capitol's very foundation, we come together as one nation.
I mean, violence sought to take souvenirs. Let's be real.
To carry out the peaceful transfer of power as we have for more than 2 centuries. As we look ahead in our uniquely American way, restless, bold, optimistic, and set our sights on the nation we know we can be and we must be. I thank my predecessors of both parties for their presence here today. I thank them from the bottom of my heart. And I know the resilience of our Constitution and the strength of our nation, as does President Carter, who I spoke with last night, who cannot be with us today, but whom we salute for his lifetime in service. I've just taken the sacred oath each of those patriots have taken, the oath first sworn by George Washington. But the American story depends not on any one of us, not on some of us, but on all of us, on we the people who seek a more perfect union. This is a great nation. We are good people. And over the centuries, through storm and strife, in peace and in war, we've come so far, but we still have far to go. We'll press forward with speed and urgency, for we have much to do in this winter of peril and significant possibilities. Much to repair, much to restore, much to heal, much to build, and much to gain. Few people in our nation's history have been more challenged or found a time more challenging or difficult than the time we're in now. Once-in-a-century virus that silently stalks the country. It's taken as many lives in 1 year as America lost in all of World War II. Millions of jobs have been lost. Hundreds of thousands of businesses closed. A cry for racial justice some 400 years in the making, moves us. The dream of justice for all will be deferred no longer. A cry for survival comes from the planet itself, a cry that can't be any more desperate or any more clear. And now, a rise of political extremism, white supremacy, domestic terrorism, that we must confront and we will defeat. To overcome these challenges, to restore the soul and secure the future of America, requires so much more than words. It requires the most elusive of all things in a democracy: unity. Unity. In another January, on New Year's Day in 1863, Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation. When he put pen to paper, the president said, and I quote, "If my name ever goes down into history, it'll be for this act, and my whole soul is in it." My whole soul is in it. Today, on this January day, my whole soul is in this, bringing America together, uniting our people, uniting our nation. And I ask every American to join me in this cause.
Not bloody likely, buddy. All you've done is alienate the right. From go.
Uniting to fight the foes we face: anger, resentment and hatred, extremism, lawlessness, violence, disease, joblessness, and hopelessness. With unity, we can do great things, important things. We can right wrongs. We can put people to work in good jobs. We can teach our children in safe schools. We can overcome the deadly virus. We can reward work and rebuild the middle class and make health care secure for all. We can deliver racial justice, and we can make America once again the leading force for good in the world. I know speaking of unity can sound to some like a foolish fantasy these days. I know the forces that divide us are deep and they are real. But I also know they are not new. Our history has been a constant struggle between the American ideal that we're all created equal and the harsh, ugly reality
Golfing.
of racism.
I guarantee you
ageism,
Trump is golfing right now.
fear, demonization have long torn us apart.
Millennial, you want to see a corrupt play?
The battle is perennial,
Look at FXI.
and victory is never assured. Through civil
Brother,
war, the Great Depression,
Biden's giving
World
his
War,
speech
9/11,
right now.
Through struggle,
I know.
sacrifice, and setbacks, our better angels have always prevailed. In each of these moments, enough of us have come together to carry all of us forward. And we can do that now. History, faith, and reason show the way of unity. We can see each other not as adversaries, but as neighbors. We can treat each other with dignity and respect. We can join forces, stop the shouting, and lower the temperature. For without unity, there is no peace, only bitterness and fury. No progress, only exhausting outrage. No nation, only a state of chaos. This is our historic moment of crisis and challenge, and unity is the path forward. And we must meet this moment as the United States of America. If we do that, I guarantee you we will not fail. We have never, ever, ever, ever failed in America.
Vietnam.
We've acted together. And so today, at this time, in this place, let's start afresh, all of us. Let's begin to listen to one another again, hear one another, see one another, show respect to one another. Politics doesn't have to be a raging fire, destroying everything in its path. Every disagreement doesn't have to be a cause for total war. And we must reject the culture in which facts themselves are manipulated and even manufactured. My fellow Americans, we have to be different than this. America has to be better than this. And I believe America is so much better than this. Just look around. Here we stand in the shadow of the Capitol Dome, as was mentioned earlier, completed amid the Civil War, when the Union itself was literally hanging in the balance. Yet we endured. We prevailed. Here we stand, looking out on the great mall where Dr. King spoke of his dream. Here we stand where 108 years ago, at another inaugural, thousands of protesters tried to block brave women marching for the right to vote. And today, we mark the swearing in of the first woman in American history elected to national office, Vice President Kamala Harris. Don't tell me things can't change. Here we stand across the Potomac from Arlington Cemetery, where heroes who gave the last full measure of devotion rest in eternal peace. And here we stand, just days after a riotous mob thought they could use violence to silence the will of the people, to stop the work of our democracy, to drive us from this sacred ground.
Okay.
It did not happen. It will never happen. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. Not ever. To all those who supported our campaign, I'm humbled by the faith you've placed in us. To all those who did not support us, let me say this. Hear me out as we move forward. Take a measure of me and my heart. And if you still disagree, so be it. That's democracy. That's America. The right to dissent peaceably within the guardrails of our republic is perhaps this nation's greatest strength. Yet hear me clearly. Disagreement must not lead to disunion. And I pledge this to you. I will be a president for all Americans. All Americans. And I promise you, I will fight as hard for those who did not support me as for those who did.
Yeah, so my issue is when his actions are completely contradictory to the speech.
Wrote that a people was a multitude defined by the common objects of their love. Defined by the common objects of their love. What are the common objects we as Americans love that define us as Americans? I think we know. Opportunity, security, liberty, dignity, respect, honor, and yes, the truth. Recent weeks and months have taught us a painful lesson. There is truth and there are lies. Lies told for power and for profit. And each of us has a duty and a responsibility as citizens, as Americans, and especially as leaders. Leaders who have pledged to honor our Constitution and protect our nation, to defend the truth and defeat the lies. Look, I understand that many of my fellow Americans view the future with fear and trepidation. I understand they worry about their jobs.
Biden's got 30 years of public office that laugh at everything that he just said. He's been on the teat of finance and crooked deals for 30 years.
Thinking about their families, about what comes next. I promise you, I get it. But the answer is not to turn inward, to retreat into competing factions, distrusting those who don't look like you, or worship the way
I want to hold him account for actions that he's about to take in 3 hours that he's publicly announced. But yeah, I'll take his track record of kowtowing to the democratic ideals of whoever donated to the party to be just as true as anyone who's come before him, Republican or Democrat.
We can do this if we open our souls instead of hardening our hearts.
But I am going to veto the conversation because I'm not going to have it be about stone throwing. If you want to make it about what we're watching, great. But don't banter at one another. We're all in the same community here. What I'm looking for is hints as to where the market.
Because here's the thing about life. There's no accounting for what fate will deal you. Some days, when you need a hand. There are other days when we're called to lend a hand. That's how it has to be. That's what we do for one another. And
speaking to unity from a place of hypocrisy is bad.
More prosperous, more ready for the future. And we can still disagree. My fellow Americans, in the work ahead of us, we're going to need each other. We need all our strength to...
Okay, that's just riling people, so that's done. You can watch it over on Twitter if you want. Let's take a look at what the market's doing. Yep, it's done. Moving on. Market response to that is a dollar candle. My board for the day is red, top to bottom. Baba's doing well. China's doing well. Canada's doing well. Government contracts are doing well. Pot stocks are up a little bit here. Clover Health is up a little bit. DGLY is holding support. I mean, again, I'm going to pull out. Remember, guys, 6 months. Go back out to 6 months. $2, $2.67. High of 4, a low of 2. DGLY sitting at 267. Where's she gonna go? Volume. Do we have volume picking up at all? Nope, pretty low volume. Into the end of the day, we'll see what happens here. I'm not in BlackBerry, but BlackBerry through 2021 just has a ton of potential in my opinion, for sure. Oh, Cobbler redeemed, get out of here. Snow, this in no way has anything to do with your political conversation whatsoever. It is just because of the redemption of the points. It's the only reason why I'm doing this. Just want that out there. All right. Where are we at? Yeah, I think that at some point in the very near future, you are going to see talk about body cams and dashboard cameras, which will send DGLY to the moon, which is another possibility. Now, the day is not yet done here, ladies and gentlemen. Just because Biden did his speech and Kamala's about to do hers does not mean that in any way, things are about to immediately implode on themselves, okay? So keep that in mind. We'll still be watching for whatever is happening. Oh, I can't play that. Yeah, I am not sweating DGLY at 268. I'm not. Citron moved their live stream? Really? I guess they didn't want to mess with the inauguration. That makes sense. Did I just hear Joseph Robin Hood Biden in the inauguration? Joe Biden sets an inauguration record for most flags in attendance, hundreds of thousands more than Trump. This man here is definitely a right winger, throwing punches. So I can kind of tell who works where in my feed, because if you're in digital marketing, you're celebrating like crazy, and that digital marketing scene has a hard left lean to it. Okay, I'm talking like far left lean, and then anything that's political or financial tends to have a very hard right lean. So as I'm going through, it's like, okay, are they marketing, or are they finance political? Okay, marketing, finance, marketing, finance, marketing, finance. Oh, Joe Biden, who accomplished nothing other than a racist crime bill in his 47 years in government, is going to fix everything this time around. I'm going to go with he's on the right. And then here it is on the left. There's Boris Johnson congratulating Joe Biden. Lady Gaga. Biden all jacked up. Give me some of those stimulants. Wu-Tang Financial. More commentary on this. Disagreement must not lead to disunion. Joe Biden, after Democrats screamed, "Not my president," burned down cities and tried to cancel any opposing thought for 4 years. Always trust a VP that wears a certain kind of shoes. What does Yahoo Finance have for us? More Biden. Bloomberg? Maybe Bloomberg has some financial news. Bloomberg, Joe Biden will immediately start unwinding Trump's policies, 15 executive actions. We looked at those earlier today. Oath of office. It's all Biden for the next hour. Yeah, you don't want to be playing with Wu-Tang. Okay. Maybe Seeking Alpha has some stuff that's going on that's not politically leaning one way or the other. And returning the favor. Yeah, IPOF news would be fantastic. So much for unity. DGLY back up to 270. Get both of them again. Oh. Leave it to the German, man. Leave it to the German. Oh, I almost timed out Cybot. That would have been bad. And now Cybot goes away. Oh, boy. This is not the unity we were promised. We're better than this. One nation. Unity, unity, unity. Man, oh man. Anubeta joining the club. Welcome to the fight, Anubeta. Who we get rid of? Unity, unity, unity. Oh my goodness, you guys. All right. Mara is back up to 19, guys. DGLY floating to 70. BTWN is still doing nada. MM Sean, I'm guessing you want Anubeta. Time out. There's going to be nobody left in the chat because y'all are going to be timed out for 5 minutes. Anubeta's out of here. All right. Next. Abe has life gets rid of Sean. All right. Oops. Is untimeout a thing? I got the wrong guy. It looks like we got a timeout war happening right now, is what's happening. I am trying to watch the market, but after the call for unity from Biden, it doesn't seem to be going that way. Okay, so the market is up $1. Biden is president now. We move forward. We move on. The silence cannon. The new hat is better. In a world where things are just nutty, right? Okay. Can't we all just get along? Timeout. Reese of Greece. And Captive is also gone. How many channel points do you guys have? Holy cow. I mean, it's set to 5,000. Normally, we don't have... Normally, nobody does this, so we don't usually have this problem. I suppose it does leave it open to the issue of when people finally start decide to spend the points, they spend them in bulk. Sloda showed up. Bye, Bez. Well, it's definitely a quiet chat right now. Since y'all are timed out, I think at this point, guys, I'm going to send you over to Martini. It looks like things are slowing down. It's an all-out war in here. I appreciate what you guys have done. It's an amazing day here today. Biden is now president, so all the problems of the world should be fixed immediately simply by his inauguration. So I hope you're prepped and ready to go for that. Enjoy Martini Rita, ladies and gentlemen. She's going to rock the rest of your day for you guys. I will be hanging out on there with her. But we are done. If you survived, tip of the hat to you. If you're new to the stream, you haven't followed yet, do that now. I will be back tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to do it all over again. But with that being said, raid is on in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.